and he will value you for who you are, and he will commit and do everything else he needs to do in order to show you his love for you. Because, you know, so it's like, don't force someone to commit that doesn't want to commit. And don't put yourself in a position to compromise your values or your beliefs or, you know, who you are by giving a piece of someone to someone that you may care about, that may care about you but doesn't have enough maturity, possibly, or isn't ready to fully immerse themselves into being in a committed relationship that's leading towards, you know, a lifetime commitment with you, you know? And fellas, you know, you got to realize that you can't have your cake and eat it too. You want to talk to this girl, you want to talk to that girl, you want to mess with this girl, you want to mess with that girl. And that's vice versa. That can be ladies too. No double standards, but I'm just speaking, you know, based off of the scenarios that I've seen, you know. So you can't do that. Girls are emotional. We're more emotional than y'all. Y'all know this. You can't be, and if you're not going to be committed to her by being faithful to her, then don't cuff her. Don't be in don't commit to a relationship with her, because really it's a title. It's not a role, and it might as well not be a relationship if you're not going to be faithful. So why put the title on it if you're not going to fulfill the role? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fellas, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. You just can't. So be careful, because you don't know what impact you have on the lives of young women when you talk to multiple women at one time, are active with multiple women at one time, and you really don't have any intention of being there for that woman in the long run. You know? Be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful. Ladies, be careful. Protect your heart. Guard your heart. And conduct yourself the way a young woman should be conducted, because everyone wants to talk about respect, but it's like, you got to give a man something to respect. If you don't hold yourself to the utmost standard of respect by valuing yourself, valuing your body, valuing your mind, valuing your emotions, and demanding that you are treated a certain way, a man is only going to treat you the way you put, you know, they'll go as far as you let them. They won't only treat you the way you demand to be treated. So we gotta have respect for ourselves, you know, and value ourselves first and foremost. And brothers, when you see a young woman who is at a level that she does respect herself and she is valuing herself, rise to the occasion. If you can't rise to the occasion, move along. Save her the heartache and the trouble. Have enough maturity and enough decency and to do that, you know. And I mean, guys as well, you know, there are no double standards, you know. Protect yourselves, protect your hearts, you know, from young women who may not have the best intentions for you in a relationship. Make sure that a young woman is pursuing you for who you are as a young man, who you're growing into being, and for qualities that are beyond, you know, monetary or beyond physical possessions, that it's so much greater. So that goes both ways, but I feel like we are in a generation that we need to learn how to implement core values in relationships that I feel like our parents, well, I have older parents, so they come from a whole different generation. The stuff that goes on today, honey, if my daddy would have ever pulled that mess on my mom, the Lord help him, because might not be here today. I'm just playing, but it was a certain level of respect. And I just want to say shout out to my parents, Jeri and Michelle Perkins, and shout out to all the parents out there who are in, you know, successful relationships and healthy relationships, and giving an example to their children about the what makes a healthy relationship and a successful relationship, a godly relationship. My parents have been married for 30 8 years, I think. They just celebrated their anniversary, their wedding anniversary. And I've just seen the love that my father has for my mother and the love that my father has for each one of his daughters. It's beautiful. And, you know, the love that my mother has for my father. I mean, when they took their vows through sickness, through health, you know, no matter what, through the ups and the downs, you know, they meant it because each of them has stuck by each other throughout 38 years. And no, it's not hard, or no, it's not easy, excuse me, but they've done it because they love each other. Because that love and that foundation was first established in Christ, and their faith has grown throughout 38 years together. And that's so special. Thank you, too, for showing me what it truly means to be in a godly, healthy, loving relationship and giving me an example. Even though I may not have followed that example, I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to pick up, so give me some credit. But thank you. I love y'all. But yeah, I mean, we need to do better. We really do. As a generation, as a community, as a society, uplift one another. It's not cool, you know, to be a part of unfaithful relationships and to see unfaithful relationships and to see toxic relationships and to not call people out on it. And I know everybody wants to stay in their business, and I don't blame you. Mind your business. I agree with you. You know, I'm having this discussion because I want people to know that it's more to this topic than meets the eye, and it's so deep and it's so rich, and we really need to discuss this on larger platforms in order to create a healthier society. Because toxic relationships, it really, issues within relationships, issues within the home, you know, affects people not just in that relationship, but people around the relationship, which may be children, which may be family members, which may be sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, who knows, mamas, daddies. So it's important to just understand the issues that lie within relationships and just bridging the gap between generations and going to our, you know, old heads is what we call them, or OGs, whatever, like going to our mentors, you know, and going to the people that have given us kind of a roadmap of the journey we need to follow to cultivate successful, meaningful relationships, and asking them so that we can acquire certain knowledge so that we don't make the same mistakes they've made. You know, that's what it's about. And I could go on all day long about this, but you know what? I'm just one person. I'm growing as we're all growing impactors. I'm growing. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my view of, you know, relationships, and it's just beginning. I'm gonna, you know, continue this discussion, and I want to have a series about relationships, and I'm gonna have some key players in the community come on Impact to discuss their views about relationships. So you all just stay tuned. Alrighty. Y'all have a blessed summer. Follow Impact on all social media platforms. Links will be in the descriptions on social media. And until next time, stay blessed, Impactors. Love y'all.